There is the Scholar series for BFM. Here we are covering important theory and objective questions. So watch the series till the end. Okay, let's start. So let's start. Chalo. First question. The liquidity risk of the bank arises from. So liquidity risk of the bank, of any bank. Liquidity means what? What do you mean by liquidity risk? It means that I don't have money at right time. That is very important. At right time, whenever I have to pay my EMI, I don't have money. That is a liquidity risk. Same thing about the banks also. Bank has to pay some bond holder. Okay. At that time, bank doesn't have the money. That is a liquidity risk. If some depositor comes for withdrawal, bank doesn't have money. That is a liquidity risk. So, this liquidity risk of the bank arises from number one, funding of long-term assets by short-term liabilities. Long-term assets by short-term liabilities. What do you mean by this word? Suppose let's consider all these cases. Okay, let's consider all these cases. Let's say this is deposits. Here, liabilities means deposits, assets means loans. Okay. Now, case number A, funding of long-term assets by short-term liabilities means what? I'm having a deposit of 1 year and I'm giving a loan of 3 years. Will this create a liquidity risk for me? Just type yes or no over here. Let's see later. B1. Funding of short-term assets by long-term liabilities. So deposit of 3 years and loan of 1 year. Will it create a problem for me? Funding of long-term liabilities by short-term assets. C. Funding of long-term liabilities. This is ab initio wrong. This is from start only wrong. Why? Liabilities funded by assets. Is it possible? Not at all possible. Assets are always funded by long-term liabilities. Means long-term or short-term. Assets are funded by the liabilities. So C is ab initio wrong. Okay. Ab initio means from the start itself. We need not even discuss this. That is the point. Now the question lies between A and B. Between A, 1 year deposit I am having and 3 years loan I have given. So will it create a problem for me? Yes, it will create. Why? Because this guy who has deposited, this person will come to me after 1 year, but this person will pay to me after 3 years. So this will be a problem to me. What about B? If this person has given me a deposit of 3 years, this guy will come after 3 years. Isn't it? This guy will come after 3 years, but this guy will pay me immediately after 1 year. So I won't have any liquidity problem over here because whenever this person comes, I can repay him back, him or her. Okay. So the answer is A. Funding of long-term assets by short-term liabilities. This is a basic logic based on which this question is dependent. And such questions are asked to in exam. Remember. Okay. Move on. Funding liquidity risk is defined as funding liquidity. Remember this. Funding means I don't have funds. Liquidity risk, but related to funds. So that is defined as excess of liabilities over assets. Excess of long-term liabilities over long-term assets. Excess of short-term liabilities over short-term assets. Inability to obtain funds to meet the cash flow obligations. Very simple definition. Excess of long-term liabilities over long-term assets. Is this a liquidity risk? Excess of liabilities means more of deposits, less of loans. Obviously, that can be the answer. Similarly, B can also be the answer. Look at this. All the answers seem to be right. All of them. You check this. All of them seem to be right. Liability is greater than assets here. I'll show you over here. Liabilities greater than asset. In all the cases, logic is same. Okay. Liabilities are greater than assets here. Over here, excess liabilities over assets. Here, long term over long term. But after all, the same. Liabilities and assets. Short term over short term. Logic is same. Liabilities over assets. So, logic is liabilities are more than assets. So, definitely that is the answer. Whenever I have deposits of, let's say, 100 rupees. Okay. And loans of, let's say, 70 rupees. Okay. So, will it be a problem for me? As a bank, do I have a problem in this case? Okay, just check your bank's ratios, your bank's loans and deposit ratios. Is it always 100? Let's say this is 100, this is also 100. Is it always 100? No. RBI has given the term as your liabilities and assets should always be 70%. So this is right. Okay, assets will always be lesser than your liabilities. Always. Means basically loans will always be lesser than your deposits. Of course, the ratio is matched so that the rate of interest NII is not affected much. So the correct answer is this: inability to obtain funds to meet the cash flow obligation. That is the correct answer. Okay. So funding liquidity risk is defined as inability to obtain funds to meet the cash flow obligations. Okay. Liquidity risk in banks manifests in different dimensions. Which are these? What do you mean by this? Manifest means comes. It comes in various ways. Okay. It comes in various ways. Dimensions means ways. Let's keep words simple, isn't it? So liquidity risk in bank comes in different ways. What are these? Funding risk arises from the need to replace net outflow withdrawal and non-renewal of deposits. It can be. Just answer. Think over it and answer. Fine. Here, CAIIB is not like JIB. Just you got the answer, tick it. No. Here you have to think. Funding risk arises from the need to replace net outflows. Non-renewal of deposits means whatever is going out, that needs to be replaced. Suppose if tomorrow there is a huge withdrawal from your bank, run on the bank, we call it run on the bank, right? Anyone knows run on the bank? What is run on the bank? Type in the comment section. Okay, just type, do you know run on the bank concept? Type yes or no, only that much type it. Yes or no, yes or no, only that much. Don't give me run on the bank definition, it's a big definition. Yeah. Yes, 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 no, no, no. Yeah, some no's I am seeing. See here, run on the bank means when all the customers of your bank, remember whatever I am saying, when all the customers of the bank come for withdrawal of deposits, all of them. So that is known as run on the bank. There's some negative news in the newspaper, something wrong about your bank. So everyone comes for withdrawal. That is run on the bank. So coming back to the question, withdrawal, outflows, withdrawal. So we need to replace these withdrawals through fresh funds. So liquidity risk may arise from this also. Number 2, time risk arises from the need to compensate for non-receipt of funds, NPAs. Means basically, suppose if I've given a loan, so what is my logic? The logic says that that person will pay me the EMI, and or CC if given that person will pay me the interest, and that interest I'll use it for paying to the depositors. But if I don't get that interest, don't get that EMI, then what? So that will also create a time risk. Time risk means what? At the time I'm not having the funds. Call risk arises due to crystallization of contingent liabilities. So call risk arises from crystallization of contingent liabilities. Contingent means what? Contingent means which was not to come, or future transactions, future, like bank guarantee, LC. Okay, these are all contingent. So it comes in which of these cases? Both A and B. Okay, I'll mark it like this: A, B, and C. That is the best answer. So the answer is actually this: A, B, and C. Because funding risk is to replace the net outflows. That is also correct. Time risk is for compensating the non-receipt of fund. That is also correct. And call risk is also a type of this liquidity risk only. Because if tomorrow there is a huge bank guarantee to be paid by you, then from where will you get the funds? Urgent funds. Okay. So both, both, actually it's A, B, and C. Okay. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting latest updates from IIBF on JIB and CIB. Means what is updates from IIBF? IIBF gives various notifications. Like now it's exam time. So it will give certain notifications that this exam time changed, that exam time changed, this subject's portion is this, something has been added over here, something like this they'll give. So these notifications are explained on this channel immediately. Officers Adda 24/7. Also, you get free YouTube series. Here, right now, what are you watching? You're watching the same free YouTube series. So you get a free YouTube series on the channel for all the subjects of JIB and CIB. All. Okay. So that's why subscribe to it. Click on the bell icon. Click on the like button. Share it with your friends. Okay. When an asset maturing in where an asset is maturing in 2 years, the liability risk will be. Suppose if any asset means loan is maturing in 2 years. Okay, 2 years means what? I have given a loan and that guy or girl will be paying me after 2 years. Okay, so what is the liability risk? Now look at this liability risk. With what risk will I face from the depositor's angle? Basis risk, yield curve risk, gap risk, embedded option risk. From the depositor side, I'll face this risk, depositors, embedded option, right? See here, if this asset is maturing in 2 years, means there is a loan. Let's look at it this way, loan. Okay. If this loan is maturing in 2 years, this deposit, I may face a deposit. See here, I have to fund this loan by this 2 years. So what I have to fund is, I have to see to it that I have sufficient deposits for this loan. But if these deposits get matured, FD gets matured, there is a withdrawal, then will I get the same FD of the same amount afterwards, if after the withdrawal? Will I get the FD of the same amount at the same rate? That is known as embedded option risk. Embedded means what? Anytime it can withdraw. Suppose if I need this 1 lakh rupees over here and this 1 lakh is withdrawn from here, depositor's angle, then my balance sheet is in a problem. So embedded option risk means there is a chance of withdrawal of FDs, withdrawal of savings deposits, plus there is a chance of repayment of these loans also. Now this is from the loan side. Somebody repays these loans. So embedded option risk is for both the sides, loan also and deposit also. Here we are talking of liability, deposit side. So that's why it's the main embedded option risk. The risk of adverse variance of mark-to-market of change in the market price of the interest rate instruments, equities, is called. So mark-to-market, what is mark-to-market? Mark-to-market means that basically the logic behind mark-to-market is, suppose if I brought, let's say, a bond, and that bond I am not going to sell immediately. But mark to market means what? Whether if what is notionally I am gaining some profit or not in that. That's the meaning of mark to market. Suppose if let's say you have brought a flat, you have purchased a flat, okay, for staying flat you have purchased. Now this flat you won't be selling it now because you are staying in that. But you get the daily rates for this. There are certain brokers who come to you, sir, the flat right now you had brought it at let's say 30 lakhs. Now the flat is giving you around 50 lakhs. So this is what this difference is known as notional or mark to market. Notional or other name is mark to market, M to M. Okay, M to M means what is the rate at which I had brought and what is the present value of my security. Okay, so risk of adverse variance of mark to market value of change in market price in the interest rate instruments. Interest rate instruments is called as price risk, market risk, translation risk, both A and B. What is the answer? Let me get it from you now. I'll explain you, not an issue. But let me get it from you first. It is both A and B. Price risk and market risk, both. Because here market price risk is actually a part of market risk, and price risk arises because of the interest rates. If the interest rates go up, interest goes up, interest rate goes up, then the price of the bond will go down. Price will always go down. Price. Okay. So this is basically the logic behind this. Which of the following is not a market risk? Not. Okay, not a market risk. Compliance, transaction, legal, all of the above. Let me think. Type fast in the comment section. Which of the following is not a market risk? Not. Market risk means what? What is a market risk? Market risk means that risk which is not in your hands. Not in your hands. Okay, keep it very simple language. Okay, not in your hands. Russia-Ukraine war, not in your hands. Then the COVID situation, not in your hands. Right? RBI changing the repo rates, not in your hands. So this is all market risk. So which of the following is not a market risk? So compliance risk. Compliance means what? Submitting the returns or submitting the consent documents to RBI. It's in your hands. You have to follow the compliance. So it is not in your hand, right? Not a market risk. So it is, I'll write it not a market risk. N. Transaction risk. Transaction means whatever transaction I'm doing, I must maintain precautions in that. So there's no market risk. External forces are not acting on this. Legal, again, it's a part of this transaction risk only, right? Means basically operations risk. These are all operations related risks. So this is not a market risk. Answer is all of the above. Okay. Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Whatever we require for clearing JIB and CIB, we get it over here. So that's why download it right now, immediately, and start studying. Don't just download it and keep it. You have many apps in your mobile. Okay, just tell me, everyone, how many total number of apps you have in your mobile? How many? If you don't even know the numbers, even I don't know. How many of these apps have you watched? Do you watch regularly? I know you watch only WhatsApp regularly, only WhatsApp, tick, 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 and some other one or two more. Nothing else. Okay? Somebody might be watching that shopping apps, Amazon and all those things. That's okay. But remaining apps, we just download it and keep it. Don't just download it, use it. Go through it. What are you getting? You're getting many free features over here. Of course, paid classes are there, but free features also, free tests you are getting, free books you are getting, free classes you are getting. So download it and start studying. Okay. Country risk is an example of market, credit, operations, and liquidity risk. So country risk is an example of what? It is a part of credit risk. See here, credit risk always is of two types. Always remember this, two types. Okay. One is country and second is counterparty. I'll just write it. Okay, full only I'll write it. Counterparty. Because many of the students might not understand this. Short form of this is actually CP. Okay. But counterparty risk. So country risk and counterparty risk. Credit risk always has two parts. Okay. All of the following are types of price risk except, now again we want except means not, which is not the type of price risk. So all of the following are the types of price risk except commodity price, exchange rate, stock price, counterparty risk. Just now I gave you. What is the answer? Just now, yeah. Type fast. Just now I gave you, yeah. This one, look at this. Credit risk has two parts, credit and counterparty, country and counterparty. So counterparty will be a part of what? Will it be a part of price risk? No, it is a part of credit risk. So this is credit risk. This is not the one. This is yes, this is yes, this is yes. All these are price risks. But this is a part of credit risk. Okay. In financial market, bond prices and yields are JIB studies. Okay. Bond prices and yields are inversely related, directly related, inversely or directly depending on the type of the bond, and none of these. JIB. Okay. Give me the answer. Yes, it is. What? What is the answer? Bond prices and yields. Inversely, right? If the yields go up, what is yield? Yield means asking rate. If the asking rate of any bond goes up, the price of that bond will go down. Everyone, just now I told you that join our Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. But how to join it? Sure, we are having 3 important channels. One is on Telegram, second is on YouTube, and third one is on Instagram also. Scan this QR code for this blue one for this Telegram, this black one for this YouTube, and this one for this Instagram. Immediately pause the video, scan this. So that was a session for you. Now before going, let me tell you, we are having the scholars batch for June 24. All the 4 subjects are covered: ABN, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. You will join the Mahapack 2.0 also. In Mahapack you are getting multiple batches for each subject. Okay. Plus you are getting ebooks, tests. Let me show you. Let's go to Adda 24/7. Always I will suggest you to go through the app. Okay. In the app you get 1% extra using the coin systems. So let's go to Adda 24/7. Look at this. See this here. Once you go to Adda 24/7, click on JIB and CIB. Click on CIB 24. You will see, click on view all. You will see the scholars batch, CIB June 24. Click on this scholars batch. You will get the details of the batch. Look at this, all the details: ebooks, test series, online live classes, then expert faculties, interactive classes, recorded videos, limited size batches. You get everything over here. Plus, look at the fees. Now click on buy now. Put the code Y432. So this Y432. Here you will get the maximum discount using this code. Okay. Whatever a discount is going on, you will be getting something extra using this Y432. So apply this code. Okay. Right now we are getting 80%. Then whatever percentage is, you will be getting plus something. So that's why Y432 is the best, is the code to be applied for highest discounts. Now, one more. You can join the Mahapack also. What did I say about the Mahapacks here? In Mahapack you get multiple batches, but not only multiple batches per subject. You get test series, ebooks, videos. Click on these ebooks. Check these ebooks. You are getting subject wise ebooks. Click on this subject wise ebooks. You are getting chapter wise ebooks. Similarly for test. In such details you are having per chapter level. We have gone up to the chapter level for this test series. Okay, and ebooks. So click on this test series, again subject wise, right? Click on any subject. You get again mock 1. These are almost chapter wise now. So such is the details you are getting: chapter wise ebooks as well as tests. Plus you are getting various other details like online live classes, test series, ebooks, experienced faculties. I already have told you. There are 3 tenures for this: 3 months, 6 months and 12 months. So you get double validity right now for using this Y432 also. Okay. So other things also you can check this. The details are given in the course. Details are given over here. You can read those details. Okay. As already I told you, experienced faculties are there. Then revision batches. Revision batches are also available in this Mahapack. Okay. Plus look at this. You can go through the details.